Finally, for us on today's Town Hall, have you seen this trend of building homes using shipping containers? Well, this is one of those types of houses still under construction on Hoyt Street in Buffalo.
And this one is pretty extensive, using 5 different containers. You can also build them much smaller, but the possibilities here are really endless. So what goes into this and what's it cost? Reporter Brandy Smith visited a company that specializes in this type of modular home building. She shows us some of the possibilities.
One of the big selling points of building a shipping container home is the cost, but like anything, your choices can add or subtract from the price tag. So let's start with the basics. Size. A used 20-foot shipping container averages about $3,500, and you're looking at about $5,000 for a used 40-foot box. If you want a new one, it'll be more. But that is just the rawest of raw materials. To live in it, you'll need to cut out doors and windows, weld in reinforcements, insulate it, install the wood framing, and put up walls. Then there's all the finishing, wallpaper, countertops, appliances, the stuff that makes it a home. Depending on your skill level with all that, you have some options. Buy a DIY container, buy a pre-built container, or design your own. If you have the time and know-how, the DIY option is your cheapest bet. For example, at Bob's Containers, you can get a 20-foot DIY container. Bob's team handles the cutting, insulating, framing, wiring. You get to do the finishing touches. The cost here starts about $27,000.
They're the typical sounds of home construction.
Except our medium is the metal box.
Shipping containers, specifically.
It all starts with cutting the steel. Putting it in your window frames, getting all that welded. We'll take all the rust, prep it. Well, come on in.
The transformation made from cold metal box to a warm, inviting space is stunning.
It's a great feeling to do this conversion, right? Like you said, it was a cold metal box and we turned it into someone's dream home. That's so gratifying.
It happens quickly, too. About 2 weeks for the smaller containers, a month for the large ones.
So compared to building a home, which can be 6 months to a year, we have the availability to drop these ready to live in, plug and play a lot faster.
Here's what finished looks like. Bright, comfortable, homey.
So I think people right now really like the aesthetic.
They also like the creativity.
You can expand. You can start with a 20-footer, then combine it with the 40-footer. You can stack a 20 on a 40-footer to give you a staircase and give you a second-story view.
The most cost-effective shapes are L's or U's. And did I mention they come in just about any color or finish?
It's kind of like Legos. You can do all sorts of things with them and reconfigure them. And so that's one of the benefits of using shipping container. It's a good alternative for a lot of people, yeah.
Especially people looking for a tiny home or who want to drop a rentable unit in their backyard.
It's becoming a very viable option.
Containers have business uses too. The team at Bob's can turn a box into an office, a barbershop, a bathroom.
It's the containerization methodology. It's like whatever you need, you can put it in a container. You have that mobility aspect, so pick it up and move it.
There is no containing the possibilities.
Tons of things you can do with them.
I'm Brandy Smith. Back to you.
We practically had these out in our parking lot early on in the pandemic
We
because
did.
we needed the space. You know,
Yeah.
they were air conditioned and heated, and they worked about as well as you could. They weren't as nice as those.
Yeah, I've become obsessed with like van life and all that stuff on Instagram. So I was just looking, and there's a bunch of accounts of what people have done with their shipping containers. So it's really interesting stuff.
Well, we have that one local house,
Yeah.
and if they're watching, I want to come in there and do a story once you're done with it. I know it's under construction now, but once you're done, we want to come inside.
Can we invite ourselves over to your home?
That's going to do it for our town hall today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Our text line number is 716-849-2220.